Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of Vocal Lessons and organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. So each day I've selected a composer who's had a role to play in one or both of these organizations, and today it's the American composer and organist Leo Nestor, N-E-S-T-O-R. Born in 1948, passed away in 2019. You know, some composers are thought of for one particular, perhaps kind of music, or perhaps they're associated with a church. There are certain composers that I think of very much, they were a Lutheran composer, or it might be a Jewish composer. Leo Nestor definitely would have been thought of as someone who was a lifelong composer in the Catholic Church. He was director of choral studies at Catholic University of America in the Institute of Sacred Music. He was, for many years, music director at the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception. He was involved with the Conference of Roman Catholic Cathedral Musicians and composed music for the visits of Pope John Paul II, Benedict XVI, and Pope Francis. And in 2016 was knighted in the Equestrian Order of St. Gregory. So you can see a long tradition in Catholic music. He wrote dozens of wonderful pieces, some of them sacred, some of them secular. I'm going to play just a couple of examples. And he loves to take themes, hymn tunes, folk songs that he set in his own unique way. This is an old American tune from the 19th century, and the text is the one, "I will arise and go to Jesus." The words coming from Joseph Hart, who lived in the 1750s. And then the choir all. Goes on, adding more verses, coming to the end, and then finally, when you get there, he also did a beautiful setting of that Southern harmony melody, "What Wondrous Love Is This?" Another one, again, that is a cappella. So you have the familiar theme set in that kind of open fifths idea at the beginning. Not all of his music, of course, as I mentioned, is sacred. He did a wonderful setting of the old tune Shenandoah. And what I found fascinating about it was that, we know that first verse, that's the one you hear over and over, but there were many verses to this. And he set it with a chamber orchestra. And though you know the melody, listen to this opening introduction that the orchestra plays before the choir has even entered. Beautiful, kind of lovely memory in the distance, thinking about O Shenandoah. So it's just at that point that the choir comes in, the men first, and then the sopranos with that familiar melody. Shenandoah. But as I say, he did a lot of music on sacred texts. And a beautiful one was his setting for baritone, choir, and organ on the spiritual Let Us Break Bread Together, which begins with a contemplative introduction on the organ. Music of Leo Nestor. Have a wonderful day.